Hey everybody, Frank Kern here, and this video is going to show you everything you're getting with Info Business Blueprint today. I think you're going to find this video refreshingly different from other sales videos you've seen because today we're not going to go into some long and convoluted story when we're not going to do any hype. I'm just going to show you what's in the class and how it can help you, and I'm also going to give you a preview of what's inside. So let's get started. Info Business Blueprint is a 5-week online class taught by me that really helps you do these 4 things. In the class, you're going to learn how to find customers who want to buy your type of information before you ever actually have to go out and create a product. Once we know that there's the demand for your type of information, next step is to create the products that they want. So I've got a very formulaic system of doing that quickly and easily. I'll walk you through it in a minute. Once you have products that people want to buy, then it's time to use automated online systems that are designed to turn visitors into buyers for you passively and automatically without you actually having to be present doing manual labor. And of course, once all those systems are in place, then it's time to drive traffic to your website so that you can see the sales come in. So let me show you how we're going to do that. So week number 1 is called Escape and Arrival. And what we're going to be doing together in week number 1 is, first of all, we're really going to get crystal clear on exactly what types of products you might want to start selling. And I figured the best way for us to do that together is by taking a look at what's being done across multiple industries. So I'll show you everything that I'm doing, and I'm also going to be helping you by giving you spy footage of what other people are selling, all the way from fitness to marketing to parenting to software tutorials to relationship coaching, all the way down the line. And the next thing we're going to do together in week number 1 is I'm going to show you how other existing information businesses are working. So we're really going to be doing a lot of spying on other businesses, not only to see how they're working, but also to see how they're making sales. See, what we're going to be doing in this class together is we're going to be deploying automated selling systems to get your products sold. And this will give you an idea of how you want to start selling your products, which of the systems you might find best for you. So once we've done that, then it's time for me to introduce you to what I think is the Holy Grail. It's called the Escape and Arrival Framework, and it's been my secret weapon for almost 10 years running. This is probably the single biggest reason that I have for being successful online. This is a really simple framework and process I'm going to give you that allows you to totally get in your market's head, but in a good way. See, your goal in using this process is to learn exactly how to help them the most, and once we know that, we really learn how exactly to sell them the best, and this process helps you get a jump start on your product creation. So you're really going to love it. So by the end of week number 1, we're going to have 3 things going for us. First of all, you're going to get clarity and you're going to absolutely know what type of product that you want to sell. Because listen, there are 5 types. There's no need to make all 5, but you do want to choose the right one for you. So we're really going to get clear on that. The second thing you're going to get is clarity on what selling system you want to use. There are really 4 main selling systems that you can use. We're going to get an overview of all of them, and you're going to choose the one that looks right for you. We'll implement that later in the class. And finally, you're going to get clarity on the best possible way to help your prospects and customers. And when we have all of this, we're perfectly positioned to move into week number 2. Week number 2 is called Personalized Product Creation, and interestingly enough, we're actually not going to start out by creating a product. The reason why is because you always want to know if they'll buy what you're selling before you ever create a product. And I've invented a process for that I call the crystal ball method, and that's exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you at the very onset of week number 2. So here's what we're going to learn in the crystal ball method. First of all, you're going to know if people are already buying what you want to sell. The reason that's important is because if they're not already buying it, chances are it's already been tested and it just doesn't sell. So there's no point in creating a product unless you know it's going to sell. The second thing you're going to learn is you're going to know who is selling your market, the type of product that you want to sell. What this really means is you're going to know who your competitors are, and you're going to know how they're making sales, what types of sales funnels they're using, what landing pages they're using, what offers they're running that are working. You're also going to know where they're getting their traffic from, whether it's social media, whether it's affiliates, whether it's organic, and you're going to know who's visiting them the most and you're going to know who their competitors are, and you're going to know all of that stuff about their competitors. So when you use this crystal ball method, you're going to have a tremendous advantage over everybody else because you're going to know everything you could possibly know about your market's buying behavior before you create a product for them. And once we know that, then we understand exactly what type of products they're already buying, what's really, really popular, and that's going to guide us on the best way to get your product created. So once you know people want the product you're thinking about creating, now it's time to create it. But before you do, I want to introduce you to the secret weapon. This is a methodology that I invented called content compounding. This is the secret weapon that I have used to create blockbuster after blockbuster, year in and year out, without ever getting burned out, without ever feeling overwhelmed, and doing it really quickly. Content compounding is going to build off of the momentum that we created in week number 1 when we went through your escape and arrival process to get in your prospects' heads and figure out what they want and really figure out how to help them the most. Content compounding allows you to outline a product literally in a matter of hours. It's so powerful that it can get you a working product that you can sell practically overnight, and you can do it with zero sacrifice for your product quality. That means you can very quickly create a product, but the product is still going to be excellent. Content compounding will make it so you will never feel stuck again. So now that you know the secret of content compounding, now it's time to actually go out and create your products. And that's why I'm giving you my personalized product production process. During this process, I'm going to show you how to create all 5 of the product types. I'll walk you through how to create liquidator products. I'll teach you how to create bread and butter products, of course, giving you more and more examples and really showing you exactly how to assemble them. I'll teach you how to create modulated courses. I'll walk you through how to set up a membership site and a continuity program really, really quickly and do it in a way that your members are really thrilled to be members as soon as they join, so you don't have to feel overwhelmed that you've got to create volumes and volumes of content immediately. I'll also show you how to create big ticket interactive programs. For example, I'll show you how to use a coaching model that will allow you to help your customers and clients as much as humanly possible, so much that they're absolutely thrilled. But at the same time, your time will be very, very leveraged. So the amount of time you actually have to spend doing the actual coaching and physically talking to people will literally only be several hours per month. But still, you'll never sacrifice the quality of the service that you're giving to your customers. So they'll always be really, really happy and they'll be getting great results. I'll also show you how to create and run high-end masterminds. Did you know there are 3 different types of masterminds that you can run, all the way from really big masterminds to masterminds that are curriculum based, all the way to masterminds that are actually run primarily by their members. I'll walk you through examples of each one and teach you how to run them during this section of week number 2. So by the end of week 2, here's what's going to happen. First of all, you're going to know what people want to buy. You're going to know before you ever create the product that people are definitely interested in buying it. Then you're going to use content compounding to get a sellable product made quickly. That's the bottom line. And once we have that done, now it's time for week 3. Week 3 is all about getting you paid and selling your products using passive selling systems. So here's what all of that means. When it comes to selling information online, there are basically 2 steps. Step number 1 is to build a list of prospects who are predisposed to buy from you. Step number 2 is to then sell them stuff. Yes, that is an overly simplistic version of how it works, but under the umbrella of sell them stuff, we basically have, for the information business, 4 separate passive selling systems. Here they are. The first one's called linear. The way linear works is someone will opt in on one of your web pages for something free, like a lead magnet. Then you'll send them a series of emails where they go to a sales page and they'll either buy or they don't. Very common, very simple, very effective. The next selling system was one that's called cycling. And you use this in 2 different scenarios. I'll explain them. So the first scenario would be that someone opts in, they're in a linear system, and they don't buy product A. Now let's say product A is all you have. Well, instead of just quitting, you can actually put them in another linear sales system that makes an attempt to sell that same product from what's called a different angle of approach. Believe it or not, there are 14 separate angles of approach when it comes to selling information online, and I'm going to teach you all of them in this week's training. Now, the second scenario for cycling selling system would be if you have multiple products. So they opt in, they get a linear sales system that tries to sell product A. If they don't buy it, they're automatically put into another selling system that would try to sell product B. So in a cycling situation, your prospect is always being cycled through different campaigns that try to make a sale. The third selling system is called ascending. And ascending is really good for people who have multiple products at varying price points. And here's how it works. So in ascending campaigns, people opt in, then they're presented with an offer for a liquidator product. If they take that liquidator offer and say yes to it, then they're presented with an offer for a bread and butter product. If they take that product and say yes to it, then they're presented with an offer for a modulated course. And if they take that offer and say yes to it, then they're presented with an offer for a big ticket interactive product. So as you can tell, the offers are ascending in price. The final selling system was one that's called descending, and this is perfect for people whose primary business is selling higher ticket things. So in that type of selling system, what happens is someone opts in for something free. They are presented with an offer for your big ticket interactive product. If they say no to that and don't take it, then they are put in a campaign for your modulated course. If they don't take that, then they are put into a campaign for your bread and butter course. So those are the 4 selling systems, and during this class, I'm going to be teaching you all 4. But we're not going to stop there. I'm also going to help you convert your prospects into sales by helping you create presentations and pitches that actually convert. So the first thing I'm going to give you is a template and a framework to create my most powerful VSL methodology. I call it the tutorial style video sales letter. And what I'm going to do in this class is I'm giving you a template, I'm walking you through the framework, and I'm giving you the slides and walking you through the slides so you can watch the presentation with me and then construct your VSL with me side by side. I'm going to do the same thing with you for long form sales letters. I have a long form sales letter layout and template approach, so it's a framework that you follow, and the same framework is the exact same framework that I've used to sell over 30,000 liquidator products in about a 90-day period. I'm going to do the same thing with your webinar training and presentation. So I'll teach you how to run webinars, but I won't stop there. I've also got a 6-part webinar template that I'm going to give you that shows you how to make a webinar presentation that also sells while delivering really, really good content. So once we've built all of that, now it's time for week 4. And in week number 4, we're going to put it all together. And what that means is we're going to be building your web pages. But I'm not just going to teach you how to build web pages. I'm actually giving you pre-made templates for all of the web pages you need. So what that means is I'm giving you pre-made templates for opt-in pages, not just opt-in pages generally, but all kinds of opt-in pages. Simple opt-in pages, video opt-in pages, types of opt-in pages that I am personally using and have split tested and have personally designed for you. I'm also giving you the templates for video pages and launch pages and any pages that might have content on them. I'm also giving you templates for sales pages, not just video sales pages, but I'm also giving you content templates for long form sales letter pages. You know, when it comes to pages, page layout and design really, really matters and helps affect your conversion in a positive way. Why try to reinvent the wheel from scratch when I can just literally give you plug and play templates, so all you do is edit what's on the template to be relevant to what it is you're selling, and you're off to the races. Now, once you've built all of this stuff, and it's really been made easy because I'm handing you the templates on a silver platter, now it's time for week number 5, which is all about getting buyer traffic. So our approach to traffic together is going to be different than what you're probably used to, but in a really, really good way, because the sole purpose of driving traffic to your website is to simply turn a profit. And if that's the case, therefore, it's true that really the only people we should be targeting are those most likely to buy. And therefore, really the most consistent source of traffic and customers is actually from advertising. And speaking of advertising, right now, our lowest hanging fruit, meaning the fastest and simplest way to get customers and the safest bet from a risk perspective, is actually advertising on Facebook. So the trick to making Facebook advertising work is to start small and scale. Now, what do I mean by start small? Well, usually when we first start running ads together, I'm going to want you to only invest about $20 on an ad campaign. We're going to let that run for about a day, and then we're going to check and see what happened. And if all things go according to plan, we're going to actually start spending a little bit more every day. So let me show you an inside side-by-side screenshot of how some of my campaigns work personally to give you an idea of what I'm going to be showing you. So what you're seeing right now on the screen is a screenshot from one day's ad spend for a fairly new campaign. Now you can see for that day I had spent $197.68. Now I didn't start out spending $197 a day. Like I said, I started out a little while back spending around $20 and gradually letting it increase as I measured and tweaked everything. So here's what I mean by measuring and tweaking. The next screenshot you see right here is from my Infusionsoft account, and this is showing my sales revenue for that very same day. So you can see I had spent $197.68 and my sales revenue was $388. So that turned a profit. That means, okay, I can go ahead and spend more and more on the ads. I can reinvest the profits in the ads to make more profits. As you can see, by the way, if you look here, it says I only had 36 people opt in into my campaign to generate that revenue. That's a very good thing, because what I'm showing you here is we're not going to go try to get everybody in the world on your list. All we really care about is generating buyer traffic. Now, our next phase here, when things are going according to plan, is to get to the phase of scale and monitor. So what you're looking at right now is a recent screenshot of my ad spend for a month. So you can see I spent $31,515.03 on Facebook ads. And this is for multiple products across multiple campaigns. So your next screenshot, which you're seeing here, is from my Infusionsoft account showing the revenue for that very same month. And as you can see, I've got multiple campaigns. One of them's running a webinar campaign. The other one's running an automated launch campaign. And in total, they did $109,053 in revenue, which is good because I only spent $31,515.03. So my net profit there was $71,884.03, which, if I were to average it out, is almost, yes, $2,263.31 a day. So this is what I mean by really creating a passive selling system. The way this works is, yeah, we start small, we scale. So obviously, I don't want you risking this type of money in your first endeavor. We're going to start really small with about $20 and then build up to this as it becomes more and more profitable. So we're really never having exposure to risk for you. So here's the deal. When it comes to generating buyer traffic, the first thing we want to do is we always want to really know best before we test. So if you go back to week number 2 together, we really validated your idea before we ever created an ad. We knew by running through that crystal ball process I told you about that people are already buying the type of stuff you want to sell. We know what's working for them, and we've built our automated sales systems based on what has been historically proven to work. I'm also, during this training, really going to simplify this process because there are basically 2 types of ads that I use. The first ad is something called a teach to sell framework for ads, and the second ad framework is called the article framework. And I'm going to give you swipe files for these ads. I'm going to walk you through mine, and I'm going to show you how to get your campaign started and up and running as quickly as possible. So the net effect of our working together, our goal, if you will, is to help you create a highly automated business that produces consistent sales as passively as possible. So by now, you're probably wondering, hey, how much does this thing cost? Well, here's the thing. I've created classes like this before, but never as thorough. For example, I have one called the Advanced Consulting class that talks just about how to run a consulting business. That class sold out for $7,800 when I originally offered it. I recently created another class called High Level Fellowship that exclusively focused on just one category of the information business, which was big ticket interactive products. That sold out completely for $6,400 when I initially offered it. This class is equally, if not more, valuable, but way more affordable. Right now, you can get started for just 4 easy monthly payments of $868, or you can make just one payment of $29.97. But you know what? I'd like to make this even more affordable for you. Right now, you're watching this video as part of a grand opening special. Here's what that means. This offer is about to get even better. You can save even more money by making 4 easy payments of just $638, or save $1,000 by making one payment of $19.97. Now, here's the thing. You've probably noticed a timer at the top of this page. When that timer hits 0, this discount goes away and the price will increase. So go ahead, enroll now, and save $1,000 in the process. Listen, if you want to find customers with money and create helpful and valuable products that they want to buy, and create effective ad campaigns and scale them so you can have a real business and not have to worry about affiliates and joint ventures and all that silly quote-unquote free traffic stuff that never works, then if you want to have automated sales systems so you can have consistent and passive results in your business, and you want to put all of this together in just 5 short weeks, go ahead, click the button below this video and enroll now. When you do, you're going to save $1,000. Here's what's going to happen. After confirming your details on the following page, you're going to go ahead and be in. That means you can get started today. We can go ahead and start working together right now, just as soon as you click the enroll button below this video. And by the way, in case you're wondering, of course you're protected by an unconditional guarantee. It's really, really simple with me. This class is 5 weeks. Here's what I want you to do. Take the entire class. Literally download everything you possibly can. Create your products. Make some sales. Most importantly, have some fun. And if at the end of the 5 weeks you don't think it was the single best investment you've ever made, just let me know and I'll refund your entire investment. Absolutely no questions asked. This is literally the same as being able to go to an amazing restaurant, order every single thing on the menu, even have some champagne and dessert, and get a doggy bag to take home, and then not having to pay the bill if you don't think it was the single greatest meal you've ever had. So clearly, you have absolutely no risk. But you know what? It gets even better for you. Here's the deal. I've also decided to give you some graduation presents. What that means is when you complete this class and when you stay in it, and if you stick to it and you don't quit, I'm going to mail you a copy of my hit product, Mass Control, physically shipped straight to your door. Don't worry, the shipping is on me. Now, if you've never heard of Mass Control, this is a modulated class that I'm physically going to ship to you that originally sold for $1,997. And right now, you literally cannot buy it from me at any price. And when you complete this class, I'm going to ship it to you on the house as a graduation gift. Why am I doing that? Well, it's really simple. When we build these products together, and when I show you how to create these automated selling systems, and when I show you how to generate buyer traffic, it's going to really be something to behold. But you know what? I want to make it even better for you, and that's why I'm giving you Mass Control. See, Mass Control is a super advanced internet marketing course that teaches you how to take advantage of mass buyer psychology to generate buying frenzies and create a cult following around you and your personal brand. It's one of the best-selling, most popular courses of its kind in the history of internet marketing, but it's not available at any price. I'm going to mail it to you for free when you graduate from this class, because I think when you use the tactics that you discover in Mass Control, you're just going to make our work together even more effective. So if you want to get this as a graduation present mailed to you on my dime, go ahead, click the button below this video and save $1,000 while you're at it. But you know what? It still gets even better. Here's why. I've also decided to give you a second graduation gift, and that is a brand new, unreleased product called Automation Jumpstart. In this training, I'm going to teach you 3 automated campaigns. I'm going to teach you how to do a fully automated product launch. I'm going to teach you how to do a fully automated webinar, and I'm going to teach you how to build a fully automated linear campaign, and I'm going to teach you how to tie them all together using a process I invented called lead compounding. Lead compounding is literally my secret weapon that allows me to invest $1 in advertising and then get $5, $6, $7, $8 back in a very short period of time. It is quite simply the secret to my success today. And to make this even better, I'm also going to give you free Infusionsoft setup if you decide to use Infusionsoft to automate your business. The reason I can do that is because my office is a certified Infusionsoft partner. They normally charge $1,800 to set up your account, but I can waive that for you as a student in the Info Business Blueprint. Now, naturally, Infusionsoft does have a monthly fee, just like any automation system. You choose the level that's most appropriate for you, but please rest assured you can get the entire setup fee waived if you want it. Just write my office as a student of Information Business Blueprint, and it's yours on the house. But you know what? It still gets even better because I've decided to give you a third graduation gift. Here it is. I've created a process that I call Big Money Blueprint. And what this does is this helps you plan 12 months worth of promos and product releases for maximum profitability. I want you to think about something for a minute. Imagine the most successful marketers you've ever seen. Big names like Eben Pagan, Brendan Burchard, Jeff Walker, the list goes on. Do you think these people just wake up in the morning wondering what they're going to be promoting today or tomorrow? Of course not. They're always 5 steps ahead of the game. That's because big internet marketers who are super successful, including myself, always have their next 12 months planned and ready to go. When you have this plan and you stick to it, you're able to completely eliminate distraction and overwhelm for your life and focus on making profits by helping other people. I've never released this as a product, by the way, and I have no intentions to because I've originally always taught it to $25,000 and $35,000 mastermind groups that I facilitate. But I want to give this to you for free as a graduation gift to help you be even more successful in this class. So to recap everything you're getting right now when you take advantage of this grand opening special, here we go. First of all, you get the 5-week Info Business Blueprint class. Today, you're saving $1,000 by taking advantage of the discount for the grand opening special. I'm also, when you complete the class, physically mailing you a $2,000 product. Mass Control 2.0 is shipped right to your door anywhere in the world on my dime. It gets better because I'm also giving you a brand new product that's going to be released for $2,997. It's called Automation Jumpstart. It automates 3 separate campaigns for you. Plus, if you want to use Infusionsoft to automate your business, I can waive the setup fee for you. That in and of itself is an additional $1,800 value. And finally, I'm giving you a third graduation gift, which is an unreleased, never to be released training called Big Money Blueprint that I've only ever taught to $25,000 and $35,000 mastermind members. So you can get huge savings by enrolling right now. You can have your choice of 4 payments of $638 or just make 1 payment of $1997. Now, as you'll notice, there's a big timer at the top of this page. That's because this discount and the bonuses are very limited during this grand opening special. In fact, if I run out of copies of Mass Control 2.0, I'm going to have to take this page down, even possibly before the timer runs out. But regardless, when that timer above hits 0, this discount and these bonuses go away. So enroll right now, claim your share of the free bonuses, and claim this huge discount by clicking the button below. Listen, you've watched this entire presentation and you want valuable info products, awesome customers, and automated systems that sell your stuff. And you know this is an excellent value. So take advantage of this incredible grand opening discount, get the amazing graduation gifts, and know you're protected by the can't lose guarantee right now. Go ahead, click the button below this video, enroll now, save yourself $1,000, and claim the greatest graduation gifts in the history of the online marketing community. My name is Frank Kern. Once again, thank you so much for watching this presentation, and I look forward to seeing you in Info Business Blueprint.